What is good, y'all? Good morning. This is your boy Chuck Daniels, and today I am on the way to a very unique restaurant called Recipies. It is in Farmington Hills, Michigan, and supposedly this place is owned by a Vietnamese family, but it's not your typical Vietnamese restaurant. Their main focus is actually brunch and breakfast foods, but they also have some Vietnamese dishes and even a couple Italian dishes and some Latin dishes. So super unique spot. I'm about to head over there right now and check it out. All right, y'all, here we are at Recipies. It is only 11:30 on a Wednesday afternoon, and this place is already packed. So we're about to jump in here and see what the hype is about. All right, so these guys have a really extensive menu. Everything from breakfast and sandwiches to salads, Vietnamese dishes, Latin dishes, omelets, starters, skillets. They even have an entire daily specials with, man, all kinds of stuff. Crab cakes and eggs Florentine and Dubai chocolate delights. They also, looks like, have alcohol, which I am not going to be partaking in today, but they have Bloody Marys and screwdrivers and all kinds of stuff. All right, so these are some still pictures of the dishes I ordered. The Eggs Benedict, the Bone Thick Noon, and of course the spring rolls. Everything was looking really nice when it came out. So first up, we have the Bone Thick Noon. This is basically a marinated beef over some vermicelli noodles, and then the beef is in a really nice sauce, typical of some of your kind of Vietnamese stir-fry type dishes. I'm not exactly sure what's in the sauce, but probably like a soya-based, maybe some sesame oil, stuff like that. A little sweet, a little salty, and then they give you fish sauce on the side, which you can either pour directly on the entire dish or kind of use it to dip your egg rolls in, kind of whatever you're feeling. It's a fish sauce and it goes with everything. And then, of course, next up we have the Eggs Benedict, which was really nice. Your typical Eggs Benedict with bacon, tomato, a little bit of spinach, of course, hollandaise sauce, and that poached runny egg right on top. It was a very nice Eggs Benedict, and it came with crispy potatoes. And then over here we have the Bun Tik Nung. I know I'm probably not saying that right, with kind of like a crispy beef, noodles with a fish sauce. Totally different types of flavors than Eggs Benedict, obviously. But I gotta say, they're both really solid. You know, this is a really nice dish. It has vermicelli noodles, which have the right consistency. We have a really nice beef that's a little crispy, but also tender, with a really nice sauce on it, which is actually really delicious. And then we have fish sauce on the side. And then we have these wonderful crispy egg rolls that are really, really good. Definitely on par, if not even better than some Vietnamese restaurants I've been to. You know, you'd think all Vietnamese restaurants have really good egg rolls, but sometimes they don't. These are actually really good. You know, a little fish sauce, and they're great. Crispy potatoes are really good. Great little meal. All right, I decided to get a little adventurous here and kind of see what would happen if I would mix the two types of things together, which seems really weird, but what the heck, right? So we got a little of the beef dipped in some egg. Obviously, beef goes really good with potatoes, so that can't be bad. Let's even go crazy and put a little fish sauce on this. All right, y'all. Well, that was my experience over at Recipies Resturant, 14 Mile in Haggerty, Farmington Hills, Michigan. I gotta say, it was pretty good. The Eggs Benedict was great. The egg was runny, which is one of the most important things on an Eggs Benedict. If the egg ain't runny, it's kind of depressing. But it was really good. Had bacon, lettuce, tomato, hollandaise sauce. Great little dish. Crispy fried potatoes. Can't go wrong there. And then the Vietnamese dish was pretty good, I gotta say. I know I'm butchering this name, but Bun Thich Nung is the name of that dish. It's basically like a beef, which is a little crispy on the outside, very tender though, with a nice little sauce, and on some vermicelli noodles, which is the bun part. Bun means noodles, and it was pretty good. It came with spring rolls. Otherwise, I wouldn't have ordered a side of spring rolls, but I asked the waitress what another good small dish was, and she's like, get the spring rolls. So she probably should have told me that the dish came with spring rolls, but that's okay. The spring rolls were actually very good. So I ate a bunch of those. Overall, I would say I would definitely come here again. There was a lot of stuff on the menu. The menu was gigantic, so you could probably come here for a long time and try a lot of different things. There's not a ton of great restaurants in this area either, so I understand why it's so busy. So yeah, if you live or coming to the Farmington Hills area, 14 in Haggerty, I would say give Recipies a try. Their hours during the week are a little weird. I guess not weird, but they I think they're open from 11 to 2:30, and then they close, and then they kind of reopen for dinner. So just check their hours. I'll actually put the hours in the details of the video. And also, please don't forget to subscribe. Please like my video if you enjoy watching. I am not yet monetized on YouTube. I am trying my best because, you know, for instance, today, this was a big meal. I would never order a big meal like this on my own. But I wanted to try a variety of things to kind of show you guys the restaurant. If I just ordered one dish, the video might not be as interesting. So, you know, today's bill with tip was $50, which kind of sounds like a lot. But keep in mind, I ordered enough food for 2 people. So, you know, pretty typical price restaurant. Maybe this area is a little bit more expensive. It's not fancy, but they do have white tablecloths and, you know, cloth napkins. So, you know, the ambiance was really nice, but didn't give the impression of it being too fancy. Just kind of a nice, proper restaurant. So yeah, bring your fam here for brunch. Man, there's so many good things on the menu to try. So come check it out, Recipies. And that is a wrap. What is good, y'all? Chuck D here. Subscribe, like my video. Peace.